Hi everybody, let's see what the upcoming weekend has in store for you. It could be about love, finances, events, trips, anything. Please subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. Let's begin. This spread is for all Earth signs. Perhaps your story is in here, but there's also a separate spread just for your sign. Timestamps should be in the description box down below. We have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Page of Swords. We have the Page of Wands clarified by the King of Wands. Then we have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. And we also have Justice on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have Libra. Here's the deal. I'm gonna bring up two different options, two different scenarios, and I'll focus the most on the second one. But for whatever reason, what I'm about to say in the first scenario, it just came into my mind. Somebody here is hiring somebody to spy on another person. Okay? Somebody is doing that. I don't know if that's you who's going to hire a private investigator or somebody spying on you, and I don't mean to freak you out, but there's definitely somebody spying, keeping tabs, investigating even, right? So the seven, and in the second spread, in the second scenario, this King of Wands is doing all the spying, but they're spying on you because they are really into you, and what they're doing, they're just, going through your social media, perhaps Googling you, or they may be asking around about you, and once they've gathered enough information about you, they're going to make their move towards you, right? A very decisive move, a positive move. I think it's about love in this case, even though it doesn't really feel like it, but yeah, it's just the way this person is, right? So yeah, I'm not going to focus on scenario number one because it's just for very few of you. But let's talk about scenario number two. You're dealing with the King of Wands, right? Right there in the middle. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. They could also be a Libra, right? Because Justice on the bottom of the deck could be a Libra you're dealing with. But Justice could be a private eye, right? But never mind. Forget about that. Forget about yeah, so the King of Wands is doing all the spying. Right, the Seven of Cups, the first card that came out, is clarified by the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a card of somebody who is doing research, spying, keeping tabs. And the Seven of Cups that the Page of Swords is clarifying, this is them looking at their computer screen or their phone screen, their tablet screen, right? This is them looking at your social media, Googling you, perhaps they're asking around, just doing their research, gathering information about you, right? And I think they will be satisfied with what they find out because you're going to be hearing from this person. The Page of Wands, the next card over is a message coming from this King of Wands, right? They're reaching out to you. They're texting you, I don't know, emailing you, DMing you, sending you a pigeon with a paper message, sending you a smoke signal. Well, I'm joking. You'll be hearing from this person, right? We have the Ace of Swords clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. The Ace of Swords, this is them wanting to have a very straightforward, very direct conversation, so they're not going to be playing around or fooling around. They want to have a new beginning with you, right? And they'll tell you straight up. They'll be very honest about it with that Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is also a card of clarity, right? So with the Seven of Cups, they were not sure about what you are, what you do, but with the Ace of Swords they gain that clarity, right? And the Wheel of Fortune, clarifying the Ace of Swords, this is them wanting to have a new beginning with you. The Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana card. It's a great card to have. It's always good news in my spreads. And Justice, like I said, it could be a Libra, but Justice, perhaps, again, you see how the person in the Justice card holding up a sword? That's exactly the sword we see in the Ace of Swords, right? If this person is a Libra, it makes total sense. Justice is a Libra card. But I think Justice, this is them, wanting to do everything by the book, wanting to do everything right, right? Justice is karma, right? And karma could take multiple interpretations. It could be very positive, very negative. So I think in this case it's positive because this person, again, they're going to be very straightforward with you, and yeah, expect a conversation. I didn't mean to freak you out with the first one, the investigation scenario, but it's just for very, very few of you. All right, cool. Taurus, we have the Four of Wands, we have the King of Cups, we have the Seven of Wands clarified by the Six of Wands and the Sun, and we have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or Leo. This is one interesting spread. It put a smile on my face, Taurus, to be honest with you. If this King of Cups, most likely a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. If they're not a water sign, this is simply a love interest. The King of Cups has a tendency to sometimes come through as a love interest. They could also be somebody who is mature, in control of their emotions. If this is somebody who is already in your life, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your significant other, then I think you want something and you're going to make sure you get it. Right? You're going to push your agenda through. You will make sure that you get what you want. And say you want to go to 2 different restaurants over the weekend, you'll make sure that you go to the one you want. Say you want to buy property, you want to buy a house, or you want to buy a washing machine. You'll make sure you guys buy the one that you want. Right? So that's one scenario. If this is somebody brand new entering your life, then it's the other way around. If this is a brand new person, they will win you over. They'll be very, very persistent, and they're not going to take no for an answer, and they will just win you over. I'm not going to say you're going to capitulate, but I think at some point you'll be like, all right. I like the flowers, I like the gifts, I like everything you say, I like the fact that you're here. Right? All right, let's give it a shot. So either way, I do see you being very happy in the end, right? So the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, that's you. Let's talk about scenario number 1, where this is somebody who is already in your life. Boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other. The Four of Wands, the first card that came out, this is a card of a commitment or marriage. Right? The King of Cups already covered that card, that's your person. And then the Seven of Wands, the next card over, which is clarified by the Six of Wands and the Sun. The thing about the Seven of Wands, it's a card of somebody who is on active defense, right? And I think that's you in this case, who is on active defense, and you're defending your position in terms of, I said I want to go to this restaurant, I said I want to go to that particular vacation destination, I want to buy that house. This is what you're defending, right? Then you're going to win. The Six of Wands clarifying the Seven of Wands is a card of victory, success, recognition, triumph. The Sun could be a Leo you're dealing with, or the Sun is the happiest card in the deck. So you're getting what you want. If this is somebody new entering your life, let's talk about scenario number 2. Then I think the King of Cups wants to get into a commitment with you, right? The Four of Wands to the left from the King of Cups, this is what they want, which is still a commitment or marriage card. And with the Seven of Wands, they're going to defend the idea that the two of you should be together. Right, and it could come through in so many different forms, right? They'll be sending you flowers, they'll be texting you, they'll be, I don't know, sending, what do you call it, musicians to sing underneath your window, like the old days in the Middle Ages, they used to do that, right? So expect all kinds of attention from this person, and eventually they will win, because the Six of Wands is still a card of victory, and the Sun is still the happiest card in the deck. So yeah, one of those 2 scenarios. That's the way I see it. All right, Taurus? Cool. Virgo, we have the World clarified by the Hierophant, we have the Four of Swords clarified by Judgment, and the Eight of Wands, we have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Gemini or any zodiac sign. Well, you're dealing with an ex, Virgo, and I'm not surprised because we got 6 planets in retrograde. I think we still do. One of them is our beloved Mercury. Right, and this is when more exes than usual tend to resurface. The Hierophant all the way to your left could be a Taurus. The Lovers all the way to your right on the bottom of that could be a Gemini. But again, it could be any zodiac sign. We don't have any court cards. We do have somebody reaching out to you. Right, they thought about it. They thought about it long and hard. The Four of Swords, the third card from the left, this is them thinking about you, thinking about the best way to reach out to you. The best thing to offer and what they want to say and what they want to do. Judgment is a card of somebody coming back from the past. The Eight of Wands is a card of communication. They could be literally coming over The Eight of Wands could be a card of trouble, right? So expect a knock on the door. And I don't mean to freak you out, but it could happen, you know, and it does happen all the time, right? But you will definitely be hearing from them. The Two of Pentacles, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune right next to the deck. I think this is you thinking about what you want to do with this, right? The Lovers on the bottom of the deck could be a Gemini you're dealing with, but the Two of Pentacles and the Lovers are kind of similar, you know. Both could be choice cards, right? And the Wheel of Fortune is what's on the table. The Wheel of Fortune is the start of a new cycle between you and them. Okay, so that's what you're going to be thinking about. Do I want to do this, or is this the right time? Is this something that would benefit me in the future? To be honest with you, there's only one commitment in marriage card, the Hierophant, right? All the way to your left, but it's clarifying the world. This is what happened in the past. This is what happened in the past, unless you're dealing with a Taurus. Right? I don't see any commitment or marriage cards besides that Hierophant. So I think it's going to be up to you what you want to do here. I don't see them, you know, wanting to have a revenge on you. I don't see them having an ulterior motive. I don't see anything like that. No. Perhaps it's just all these retrogrades kicking this person's butt, triggering them. So that could be it. Right? So, you know, up to you, Virgo, seriously. It is up to you. Alright? Cool. Virgo, we have the Page of Cups clarified by the Five of Cups and the Two of Cups. We have the Three of Swords clarified by the Seven of Wands. We have the Five of Wands clarified by the Four of Cups. And we also have the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with pretty much anybody. And by the way, you're just like Virgo, you're dealing with an ex. But in your case, this is a definite big fat no. There's absolutely no way you're getting back together with this person. I clarified every single card that originally came out, hoping to get a court card, but we got what we got. We don't know what their zodiac sign is, but what we do know is that they really broke your heart. The Three of Swords kind of in the middle right there, it doesn't just show up. It must have been devastating for you, right? And I think this person realizes that, and they have a lot of regrets. They're going to be apologizing to you with that Page of Cups, the first card that came out, and the Five of Cups with the Two of Cups clarifying it. But it's too late, you know. It feels like it's irreversible. There is no way to salvage this. That's what it feels like. It must have been really bad. You know, I don't mean to rub it into your face, but that's what it feels like. You will probably be even shocked that this person is back, that this person had the audacity to show their face. But I'm not surprised. We have 6 planets in retrograde right now, including Mercury. And this is when more exes than usual show up, right? And here's one of them. But again, this is a big fat no, right? So the Five of Cups and the Two of Cups clarifying the Page of Cups, this is them expressing their love, expressing their regret. You may even hear a sobby story about them, you know, grieving, about them being very sad, lonely, crying themselves to sleep every night. They're going to tell you that you're their soulmate with that Two of Cups. They have a lot of love for you. But again, the rest of the spread, this is you saying no. And if they don't get the point across the first time around, you may use some words you don't usually use in your everyday conversation, if you know what I mean. Right? So yeah, the Seven of Wands clarifying the Three of Swords. This is you standing your ground, fighting them off. The Five of Wands, the next card over. This is a card of a fight, argument. And the Four of Cups right next to the deck is a card of a rejection, and the Two of Swords on the bottom of the deck. In this particular case, the Two of Swords, this is you saying absolutely no way. Absolutely no way. Alright? Cool. And there you have it. I hope my readings resonated with you, and if they did, I hope they make your lives better in one way or the other. Please share and subscribe and hit the bell to get notified. Thank you for watching.